Alrighty, so now I'm going to show you some ways to make a Google form, and the first one we're going to do is more of a survey type, and I'm going to show you samples of different types, but this is a very basic and easy one to start with. So you just go to your Google Drive and you click on Create, and this time you're going to select Form. And you're going to be prompted with some basic questions. So the first thing you want to do always is title your form. So I'm going to call this a back to school form. And I'm going to make it doesn't really matter. I can make it whatever theme I want. But let's say I want to do note paper for now. And I click OK. See, I can change that theme at any time by clicking theme and picking a new one. I can also change the title at any time just by clicking here. I can put a description in this section here saying, please fill out the following information about yourself. Okay, and up here, these are some settings, like do we want to require students to be a part of the Warren Township domain to view this form? And for this, yes, this is not an open survey. This is specifically for my students. I also want to automatically collect their name. You know, it's just a good practice to have it automatically collect. If it's a really long form, you can do progress bar, but I'm not going to do that. Now here I'm going to do first name, and then I'm going to put text. Okay, and I'm going to make this required. Okay, done. And then I'm going to do another one. I'm going to do last name. And I'm going to make that text and required and done. And now I'm going to put a home address. I'm going to make this paragraph text so it's a little bit longer. Make that required and done. And phone number, home phone number, required, done. Here I can do email. Okay, and so these are just some basic questions that you can use to have the students fill in. Let me show you a couple other pieces. For example, let's say you want them to choose their favorite subject. Now I would give them a different option. Choose from a list. Is it math? Is it language arts? Is it social studies? And so on. Okay? And see how I didn't click required for that one? I can go back and change that to required at any time. Okay, so I'm just showing you a couple of the basics. Now if we scroll down, it says here when they've completed, it says your response has been recorded. You could change that if you'd like and make it whatever closing statement, like thank you for your participation, whatever you want. This is if you want them to be able to continue to take the survey again and again. Uncheck it if you don't want them to do it again. I don't want them to do this again. One and done for me on this one. Do you want them to be able to see the link to all the other forms? Not for me. This is a student's personal information. But maybe the email has changed for their parents or they're moving to a new location. I would like to allow them to edit responses after submitting. Once I feel like I'm confident that the form is complete, I click Send Form, and up here at the top I get the link that I'm going to share in many different ways, and I'll give you some options later on where you can share that link for students to access. If you want to see what the live form looks like, you click on View Live Form. It will take you to the form that you have so far, and you can still go back and edit this form at any point. One more thing that's really, really great to see is this accepting responses here. If you're not ready for your form to go live, click that box and it turns off your survey. And to restart it, you simply click the box again and it turns on. Really very simple. Okay, there's a couple other tools and things here, but I'm going to save those for a different screencast. So enjoy making your very first form.